Hey there people, this is Growing Some Veg, the video series where I grow some veg. Let's hop right into it. So as you can see, here's the garden. I said I was going to pick the beets, the carrots, and the potatoes by this week, but I pulled up some of the beets, and they were just stumpy little roots, barely a beet, practically just a little nubule of beet, so I'm going to have to leave the beets alone for the time being. The carrots are probably done, as are the potatoes. Potatoes grow pretty fast. I'm thinking the potatoes are definitely done. I mean, just look at this giant potato plant. This potato plant is flipping giant. Also, the tomatoes are doing pretty good. There's a tomato, there's a tomato, there's a tomato. The tomatoes are doing pretty good, but the beets are definitely not done. So I'm probably just going to take a shovel over here, and then plant some corn over here and here. But I'm going to leave the beets alone. Because beets are a superfood and one of the best root vegetables. They're an underrated veg, I'd say. So the beets I did pull up, I had in a broth the beet greens, because beet greens easily have just as much vitamins as beetroot. And this is how you do it: 2 cups water, about a tablespoon of olive oil, 3 pinches of salt, 3 pinches of pepper, and that's all you need for a delicious, tasty beet green broth that's sure to fill your systems with more vitamins than the average person gets in a day. I'm telling you, beet greens, this is how to stay flippin' healthy right here. I mean, just look at these things. They're the color of blood. They give your blood so much flippin' iron. You know, I see on TV all the time these commercials for like super beets. But, you know, who needs super beets when you got real beets? Just eat them, you know. These stupid super beets, they're flavored like apples. And it's like, I eat beets because I want a beet flavor. I don't need an apple flavor. I don't need my beets to taste like flipping candy. But yeah, beets are great just on their own, just nice and untouched. And you know, beets are a great veg. I mean, they're really good veg, but they take a lot longer than other root vegetables like potatoes or carrots. So I'm gonna probably dig up the carrots and potatoes, because I looked at one of the carrots, and they're pretty good size, not like huge or anything, but they're an okay size. So yeah, the carrots seem okay, but the beets are not done, and I want at least a few beets that I can pickle or, you know, put into mason jars. Look at that. It's a dragonfly. Look at that there. Giant. Wow, what is that thing? Jeez. Where is it? Oh, weird. Anyway, yeah, that's this week for Growing Some Veg. Kind of short episode this week. The spinach and lettuce I've completely lost track of. Here's some of the lettuce. It's just lost beneath this massive potato plant. I didn't even plant these potatoes that long ago. Geez, these potatoes really grow fast. This one I think is Yukon Gold. I think this one's russet, or maybe that one's russet, or some of these are russet. Some of these are like big potatoes, some are little potatoes. I'll see which is which once this is all through and done, but I mean, I can only imagine there's giant potatoes under this thing, because unlike with beets, potato plants don't really lie. Here's chicken cam. How's it going, huh? Having an excellent day out. Nice. Alright. Yep, they're enjoying themselves. That can be said for sure. So yeah, the plants are growing pretty well. Anywho, that's Growing Some Veg for this week. Keep up to date on the vegetable experience. Vegetables are one of the best food groups. I prefer fruits myself, but you know, it takes like 20 years to grow an apple tree. So just go for some tomatoes. You know, they take one summer, and they're easily as good as any apple. Or watermelon. Maybe I'll do watermelon next year. Watermelon's good. Anyway, that's growing some veg this week. Gonna dig up these potatoes and carrots, but the beets need to be left alone. I've said for like 3 weeks now that I'm gonna dig up the carrots and beets, but you know, it helps to be patient because oftentimes the veg can get just a little bit bigger. It's a careful balance of picking when, you know, it's right. When it's the biggest possible, and it can't get any bigger, and if you wait any more, it's going to start decaying. That's pretty much the vegetable equation. Anyway, that's growing some veg for this week.